Hey everyone, it's Jacob here, back in with another video. So today's video, I decided I'm going to do an updated version of my entire movie collection. So I've done quite a few videos before showing my entire movie collection, but I realized that the last video I did of showing my entire movie collection was in January of this year, and at the beginning of the year, basically. Obviously, January's first month of the year, so that was at the beginning of the year, and now it is December of this year, so I thought I would do like an update of my entire movie collection at the end of the year. So yeah, it's gonna be exactly the same as all my other entire movie collection videos. I'm going to show this first shelf that you can see here first, and then I'm gonna walk over to the other area of my loft that has all the other shelves with all the other movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, all that. So yeah, so we're gonna start with this shelf here. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say before we get started. So yeah, let's get started. So of course, first off, starting off with a bang, this is my favorite thing in my collection, the Harry Potter Hogwarts collection, the big set with all the Harry Potter movies on DVD and Blu-ray, and basically all the special features that you possibly think of. Crap ton of special features on there, basically. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter's like one of my favorite things ever. My favorite things in the world, basically. Anyways, so a couple of complete series things up there. Some stuff on that shelf there. And I forgot to say this before I got to, yeah, that's not what I was gonna say. I forgot to say this before I actually got started showing my movies and stuff. But I'm gonna like point out like maybe a few things here and there that I want to talk about. But for the most part, I'm just gonna just briefly just go through all the shelves and show them. But there's gonna be some things here and there that I'm gonna like point out that I want to talk about. Like for example, these two Stranger Things things I have here, the Blu-ray and DVD combo packs of the first two seasons, the Target exclusive Blu-ray and DVD combo packs that they came out with for the first two seasons of Stranger Things. They look like VHSs basically, since the show is set in the 80s. So yeah, pretty cool, but not the best sets because the discs are kind of like organized weirdly, kind of in the cases, and the disc holders and those Stranger Things cases are like foam instead of like regular disc holders for some reason, which is kind of weird. And also on the discs, there's like trailers that you can't skip like before you get to the menus. So yeah. Anyways, there's some more stuff here. I have this pretty cool Ice Age 5 movie collection right here. It's pretty cool. I wanted to point that out right there. I've seen the first two Ice Age movies. I haven't seen the rest of them. I don't really plan on watching the rest of them because I have a feeling that the other Ice Age movies aren't as good. The first two are just like really nostalgic for me and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to have the collection of all the Ice Age movies because, you know, I'm a collector, I'm a completionist, like I said a few times before in past videos. So yeah, I used to have an Ice Age 4 movie collection, but then I got this 5 movie collection, which replaced the 4 movie collection I used to have. So yeah, and they are making a 6th Ice Age movie, like an Ice Age 6, which I think is really unnecessary. Like, when I found out they're making an Ice Age 6, I thought, okay, just stop. You're really milking this franchise. Like, there's no need for a 6th Ice Age movie. But yeah, I think Ice Age 6 is supposed to come out next year, if I remember correctly, in 2026. But yeah, anyways, that's it. There's some more stuff there, some Nickelodeon stuff there, as you can see. Okay, cool. Crash down here to show the lower parts of the shelf, if you will. I have a Drake and Josh TV right there. It's pretty cool double pack. Drake and Josh DVDs are kind of hard to find these days. I feel like that double pack has Drake and Josh Suddenly Brothers Volume 1, which has a few episodes in Season 1, Drake and Josh, and Drake and Josh Go Hollywood the movie, which has the Go Hollywood movie on it, obviously, and then a couple bonus episodes and bonus features. I think a couple episodes from Season 3, if I remember correctly. So anyways, here's some more stuff here. Does anyone remember Open Season? The Blu-ray of the first Open Season movie right there. Open Season is a classic for me, pretty nostalgic movie right there. There's a few Open Season sequels as well, but I don't think any of the sequels are like that good at all. I think the original Open Season movie is the only really good one, in my opinion anyway. But anyways, that's that. There's some more stuff here. Here's the bottom of this shelf. I have all the Loud House DVDs right there. Anyone remember the Loud House? It's kind of crazy to me that the Loud House is like still airing. It's Loud House is a pretty long running cartoon at this point. But anyways, that's that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all the Loud House DVDs that have come out so far. Just the first 3 seasons, split into 2 volumes per season. So like Season 1, Volumes 1 and 2 right there, and Season 2, Volumes 1 and 2, and Season 3, Volumes 1 and 2 as well, right there. So yeah, they haven't made any other Loud House DVDs past Season 3 for some reason, but yeah, I don't really care because I don't think the later seasons are nearly as good as the earlier seasons, so I don't really mind that they haven't come out with any other Lighthouse DVDs past season 3. But anyways, so that was that shelf right there. So now we're gonna go over here, and all the rest of my shelves are along this wall here. Before I show those shelves, there are like a few things on the floor here. It's kind of crouched down. There's like a little line of DVDs there. I have some stacks of DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff on the floor here. I actually got this shelf right here to get rid of all the stacks of DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff that are on the floor. So I put all the stacks of DVDs and Blu-rays used to be on the floor on this shelf, but then I got more DVDs and Blu-rays, so now there's more stacks on the floor. So yeah, kind of annoying, but what can you do? Anyway, and there's this like little compartment, if you will, or like kind of like box kind of thing, as you can see, which has some DVDs and stuff in it right there. Nickelodeon Disney Channel stuff and the Haunting Hours, where you get stuff in there. This stack right here has the most recent stuff that I've gotten that I've added to my collection. Like this one on the top here is the most recent thing that I've added to my collection, the Blu-ray of The Long Walk. I got that from Walmart recently. You would have seen that Long Walk Blu-ray if you watched my last video of the stuff I got recently from different stores. Was what that video was called. So yeah, just had to move my drum seat out of the way. I have a drum set, for those who don't know. I had to move the seat for the drum set out of the way. Anyways, here's some more stacks here. We have, for some of the stack here, some good stuff, like all the seasons of the original one of Are You Afraid of the Dark right there is pretty cool. Are You Afraid of the Dark is a classic show, obviously. And then, Gullah Gullah Island. Who remembers that show? Gullah Gullah Island, it's a classic show for me right there. And then, it's only 101 DVD right there, complete third season. That's the Canadian. It's only on 1 season 3 DVD, which is pretty cool. Anyways, that's now again about the floor. It's all the stacks there. I have a big like shame, like my drumsticks just fell. I think because I accidentally bumped the seat, so the drumsticks fell off. Anyways, there we go, got them back on. Anyways, I was about to say I have a big like Family Guy thing right there. It's called the Family Guy freaking party pack, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, pretty cool Family Guy box right there. Anyways, here's the next shelf here with some more things here. Yeah. Some more DVDs here. There's another Drake and Josh DVD, Best of Seasons 1 and 2. That's a pretty rare DVD right there. There's also the Best of Seasons 3 and 4, but I haven't been able to get that one yet. Because I haven't really been able to find Best of Seasons 3 and 4 anywhere, because that DVD is really rare as well. Just like Best of Seasons 1 and 2. But anyways, this one right here I think is my collection right here, the Gravity Falls Complete Series set. Made by the wonderful company Shout Factory. I love Shout Factory. They make great sets and stuff, like great DVD sets. I almost said DVD and Blu-ray, but they don't really make Blu-ray sets. They make Blu-rays of individual movies, but usually like complete series sets usually stick to DVD. But they did make a Blu-ray version of the Gravity Falls Complete Series set, but I only have DVD. I don't really feel a need to upgrade to Blu-ray, especially because the Gravity Falls Complete Series set is pretty hard to find these days because it was like discontinued. So anyways, Gravity Falls is like my favorite cartoon. I love Gravity Falls like so much. Anyways, that's that. And there's the bottom part of the shelf right here. Some Harry Potter stuff there, pretty cool. Then we over to this shelf. The top part of this shelf, as you can see, has like a big chunk of my Wiggles DVD collection. The Wiggles is like the most nostalgic thing for me. The Wiggles have always like meant a lot to me. So yeah, it's a bunch of Wiggle stuff right there, and then some other random stuff at the end of that top part of the shelf. Then down this shelf here, we have a rare Disney Movie Club release right here, Kim Possible Complete Second Season. I actually found that Kim Possible Complete Second Season said, like, factory sealed in the shrink wrap at a thrift store. So I got for only $1, like, factory sealed, still in the shrink wrap, brand new, which is pretty cool. Very, very cool find right there. Some other stuff here. Shrek the Ultimate Collection, that's pretty cool. Some Christmas stuff there. There's some more stuff. And then there's some stacks that are kind of covering up the bottom part of the shelf. It's gotta move that out of the way a bit. There we go. And remember Daria. You can see the Daria complete series set right there. Remember that show? One of the stacks just accidentally just knocked over one of the stacks there. I can fix that after I'm done making the video. But anyways, that's it. Now we have the last shelf here and the biggest shelf that I have. We have a bunch of like box sets on the top of this shelf and also some Seen It To Go games over there. This is probably one of the rarest things out of my collection right here, the DreamWorks 42 movie collection. That's really cool, like a big collection of like most of the DreamWorks movies on Blu-ray. Obviously that set had all the DreamWorks movies on Blu-ray when it first came out, but there's been more DreamWorks movies that came out since that set came out, so now it's most of the DreamWorks movies on Blu-ray. Yeah, anyways, yeah, it's pretty cool sets up there. Yeah, I have a couple others, Stranger Things seasons right there, seasons 3 and 4, but those are bootleg DVDs because the first two seasons, the sets of the first two seasons I showed earlier on the other shelf are the only like official DVDs/Blu-rays that have come out for Stranger Things. The first two season sets that I showed earlier on the other shelf, seasons 3 and 4 have not been officially released. I don't know if they ever will, so I got these bootleg DVDs at seasons 3 and 4. So yeah, bootleg DVDs can be pretty cool sometimes. But yeah, this is one of my favorite things. There's like another one of my favorite things in my collection right here, the Blumhouse of Horrors 10 movie collection with a bunch of good, Blumhouse, horror movies there. So yeah, that's that. And speaking of bootleg DVDs, this is another bootleg DVD right here. This Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets CD right here. You can tell it's a bootleg, it just like looks weird. I found that at a thrift store near me one time. I thought it was interesting Harry Potter bootleg DVD, so I decided to get it. So yeah, there's some more stuff there. Moving down here, we have the Smack on the Mail complete for a season set is kind of rare. Found that at a store near me one time. Pretty cool find right there. Yeah, some more stuff there. Some Disney Channel stuff like Teen Beach Movie, Shake It Up, Geek Charming, Family Guy DVD trivia game there. It's pretty cool. And we down here a little more, we have all the Pixar short film collection releases, which are pretty cool. I love the Pixar shorts. I think a lot of the Pixar shorts are like really cute and funny and stuff. And yeah, I think, to be honest, I think some Pixar shorts are even better than like the full-length movies, the full-length Pixar movies, honestly. But yeah, anyways, now you have all the seasons of the Thundermans on DVD right there, the complete series there. And then the reboot or like revival movie, whatever I want to call it, right there, Thundermans Return. And of course, they've also made a new Thundermans show called The Thundermans Undercover. They haven't released that on DVD, and don't really have high hopes that that'll ever release The Thundermans Undercover on DVD, but you never know. Okay, anyways, they're also making another Thundermans movie that's going to come out early next year called Clash of the Thundermans. So that'll be interesting to see what that movie will be all about. I have seen the new Thundermans show, by the way, Thundermans Undercover, because they came out with the first 13 episodes of Thundermans Undercover on Paramount Plus. It was pretty good, but definitely not as good as the original Thundermans show. But anyways, let's not talk about the Thundermans. There's some more stuff there. Gotta crash down here because we're getting down to the bottom of this shelf. These three shelves right here basically are a good chunk of my Blu-ray collection. You can see a lot of Blu-rays on these particular little shelves here. Try some Blu-rays here. You also see some steel books in there, like the Good Burger Steelbook, a steelbook of one of the Star Wars movies, Return of the Jedi. So yeah, pretty cool. I think steelbooks are pretty cool. I haven't really collected very many steelbooks, just because sometimes I don't really feel a need to get the steelbooks. But if the steelbook looks like really cool, then then I'll get it if it's a movie that I really like. Anyways, I have this pretty cool collection of the first 6 Paranormal Activity movies right there. I have seen that they've made like an updated Paranormal Activity collection, Paranormal Activity 8 movie collection, which has been released on Blu-ray and DVD, which includes the newest movie, Next of Kin, and then also the documentary that they made called Unknown Dimension, the Story of Paranormal Activity. So yeah, I want to get that update collection to have those 2 extra movies. But I feel like it's kind of silly to pay a lot of money to just get 2 additional movies. It would have been perfect if they had released those 2 other movies separately. like instead of just releasing them in the updated like collection sets, but they haven't released Next of Kin or the documentary separately, only in the collection sets. Well, they did release individual DVD of Next of Kin, but the Blu-ray they haven't released individually, just in the collection sets, and then the Unknown Dimension documentary they haven't released individually at all, which is kind of annoying. But anyways, hopefully I'll get that big collection at some point. But anyways, that's enough talk about Paranormal Activity. There's some more Blu-rays there. I'm already kind of tired, because I've been holding it up for a little bit here, showing all these. But anyways, here's some more stuff here, right there. There's some more. That's one of my favorite horror movies right there, Host. It's a really good movie in my opinion, really scary. They made it during like COVID. They made it over like a video call. It's only like under an hour long. It's a pretty short movie. Yeah, anyways. And then at the very, excuse me, just burped there. Many as I was about to say, then we got the very bottom of the shelf here, excuse me. Move this out of the way. Also have some DS games and CDs on this shelf, so you can see. Yeah, anyway, there's a couple more Wigglesies right there. You'll be wiggling, and here comes the big red car. Pretty good ones there. And then over here I have some DVDs and like some paper cases, as you can see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That was the last part of the last shelf there. Let's stand up here because I don't really want to be sitting on my knees anymore. My drumsticks fell again. Let's be able to ending this video. But anyways, so that was my entire movie collection. This is a December 2025 update basically for my entire movie collection. So this is my entire movie collection. I think one of the other stacks just fell, as you can see right there. I'll have to fix that. I'm done because this video is kind of annoying. But anyways, I was gonna say I've gotten a little bit of new stuff since the last time I made this video, judging by these stacks on the floor here. But anyways, that's basically it for this video. I don't have anything else to say. Hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Of course, ring the bell so you can notify when I stay new videos. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. So of course, if you enjoyed this video, and of course, see you next time. Peace.